So dear students, once again a warm welcome to our next video having title carboxylic acid. Okay, so in first video we have seen aldehyde ketone, their definitions, their nomenclature, especially. Right now in this video we will cover what is meant by carboxylic acid, few explanation of carboxylic acid, nomenclature of carboxylic acid, and methods of preparation of carboxylic acid, followed by ketone and aldehyde. Okay, so what is meant by carboxylic acid? So listen here carefully, everybody. Carboxylic acids are when we replace hydrogen atom from the alkene. When we replace hydrogen atom from the alkene with dash COOH group, it will become like this, RCOOH. Such a type of structure is nothing but the structure of carboxylic acid, monocarboxylic acid. Okay, now everybody see here. So it is the functional group. Okay, whatever I have done right now, COOH, you can write like this, or simply you can write CO2H, it is also correct, or simply you can write like this, COH double bond O. Okay, so everybody see here, this type of structure is nothing but the functional group of the carboxylic acid. Okay, now here what happened, two functional groups are involved. Which one? Everybody see here. This is the carbonyl group. Okay, this is your carbonyl group. Carbonyl group. And this is your hydroxyl group. Okay, therefore this type of functional group also called as bifunctional group. Okay, why? Because it is made up of carbonyl group and hydroxyl group. Therefore its name is taken like this, carbo. Okay, carbo from first and oxyl from second, therefore it will become carboxyl group. Okay, so what are the examples of the carboxylic acid? Many more examples are available in the universe. Okay, simple monocarboxylic acids are like this, HCOOH. Okay, this is your formic acid. If I write like this, CH3COOH, it is the acetic acid. Okay, then CH2CH2COOH. Okay, propionic acid. Okay, now everybody see here, these are the examples of the carboxylic acid: formic acid, acetic acid, and propionic acid. Therefore, now similar to aldehyde and ketone, we can classify the carboxylic acid. Okay, we can classify the carboxylic acid. So on what basis the classification of carboxylic acid is based, or on what basis the classification of carboxylic acid is depend? So it is very simple. The classification of carboxylic acid is depend on the number of carboxylic group present in the molecule. Okay, if any molecule contain one carboxylic group like this, CH3COOH, then it is called as monocarboxylic acid. For example, acetic acid and many more acids are there. Okay, if this is first one. Second we take COOH. What is this? This is the molecule which contain two molecules of carboxylic group. Such a type of carboxylic acids are called as dicarboxylic acid. For example, oxalic acid, well-known acid. Okay, oxalic acid. Similar to that, if any molecule, for example, see here CH2 COOH. Okay, here COH, just see here. Okay, COH and CH2 COOH. What happened in this molecule? How many carboxylic groups are available? 1, 2 and 3. Such a type of carboxylic acids are called as tricarboxylic acid, and this well-known example is known as citric acid. Which acid? Citric acid which is present in the lemon, which you know very well. Which is present in the lemon, which you know very well. So this is the classification of the carboxylic acid especially. Now what happened, everybody see here. Though the classification is depend on the number of carboxylic group, so again there is mostly or main two parts are there: aliphatic carboxylic acid. All these are the aliphatic carboxylic acid. Along with that, sometime there is another class of carboxylic acid, namely called as, okay, so though they differ in the number of carboxylic group, still all these are the aliphatic carboxylic acid. Okay, so this is the main classification of carboxylic acid. After that, after completion of aliphatic carboxylic acid, we can go for the aromatic carboxylic acid. Here what happened, everybody see here. If carboxylic group, this is your carboxylic group, okay, this is your carboxylic group, is directly attached to the benzene ring like this. Just see here, very easy to understand. Okay, benzene ring like this. You can draw alternate single and double bond, or simply you can draw ring like this, no problem. Okay, such a type of acids are called as the aromatic carboxylic acid. This is the well-known example of benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. Okay, if we can write another example, see here, COOH. According to previous classification, it is the dicarboxylic acid, yes or no? But it is no more aliphatic. Why? Because both the carboxylic groups are attached to the benzene ring. This is the example of phthalic acid. Which acid? Phthalic acid. Again we have an example, see here carefully. Okay, so here I am writing carboxylic group, no doubt aromatic. If I write like this, it become salicylic acid. Salicylic acid. So etc are the example of the aromatic carboxylic acids. Okay, now everybody see here. Sometime such a type of question can be asked for 2 marks. Give the classification of the carboxylic acid. Give the classification of the carboxylic acid. So simply aliphatic carboxylic acid and aromatic carboxylic acid. In case of aliphatic carboxylic acid, what we have seen? Monocarboxylic acid, dicarboxylic acid, tricarboxylic acid. Okay, in aromatic case we have seen this. Now everybody see here, if we go for the structure, general functional group of the carboxylic acid, it is like this: R, C, double bond O, single bond OH. Okay, now what happened? See here, this carbon atom is called as carboxylic carbon atom. What is the name of this carbon atom? Carboxylic carbon atom. If there is no, like this, if there is a hydrogen, it is aldehyde. It is aldehyde. In that case, it is the carbonyl carbon atom, and this is the carbonyl oxygen atom. But now we have drawn what? Carboxylic acid. Therefore, this carbon is called as the carboxylic carbon atom, and this oxygen is called as the carboxylic oxygen atom. Carboxylic oxygen atom. So this thing we have to remember. Now what happened? Everybody see here. Again, one more important thing. Now see here, R, C, double bond O, single bond O dash H. Okay, so this carbon atom is less electrophilic. This carboxylic carbon atom is less electrophilic than that of carbonyl carbon atom. Okay, this carbon atom is less electrophilic than that of carbonyl carbon atom. Why? Because of the resonance structure shown by the carboxylic group. Okay, see here what happened. See here what happened. C, double bond O. Okay, now we know very well every oxygen carry 2 lone pair of electron on its head. Yes or no? If this bond is shifted on this oxygen atom in the form of negative charge, this is the symbol, 2-headed arrow for the resonance structure. What will we get? We will get this C O This is negative, yes, no doubt. This is positive, being donor. Okay. After that, lone pair and hydrogen. First resonance structure, second resonance structure. After that, next possible case is there. Now this lone pair will be shifted here in the form of double bond. In the form of double bond, and this positive charge will be neutralized, and we will get what? See here. C double bond O H O negative, and this is your positive. Okay. Therefore, what happened? The carboxylic carbon atom is less electrophilic than the carbonyl carbon atom. So this is about the structure of the carboxylic group. Again, we see the bond angle, whether it is planar molecule or non-planar molecule. So how many bonds will be possible in the carboxylic group? See here, dash, R, C, O, O and H. So two bonds are possible here. Bond angle, see here, bond between RCO, it is found to be 120 degree, no doubt, this bond. Okay. Then OCO, bond between OCO, it is found to be again 120 degree. Therefore this molecule is entirely planar. I mean to say it lies in the plane. So this is about the structure, explanation of the structure of the carboxylic group. Got it? Now, without wasting moment, we directly move to the nomenclature. Okay. As already I told you, for the aldehyde and ketone, nomenclature is very, very important. Sometime in the examination, nomenclature based on the carboxylic acid or any functional group regarding syllabus can be asked. Now what happened? Again, there are two types of nomenclature system: trivial system, that is called common name system, and IUPAC system. Okay. So here the point of interest is that the common name for the carboxylic acids are of very, very interest. Okay. So everybody see here what happened. Common name system. The common name of the carboxylic acids are taken from the source from which they obtained. IUPAC nomenclature is according to rule, no doubt. But common name is taken from the source from which they obtain. Okay. So see carefully. So very fundamental carboxylic acid. What is that? HCOOH. Okay. It is what? It is a formic acid. Now it is obtained from the ant. Having name Formica. Ant. Therefore, its name is considered as a formic acid. After that, CH3COOH. It is what? Acetic acid. Source of this acid is nothing but your vinegar. Therefore, acetum. What is that? Vinegar. Very important. Okay. So in vinegar we generally found the acetic acid. After that, next acid series, we are following the series CH3CH2CO2H. Okay, double O CO2H. What is this? Propionic acid. See here, the common name of aldehyde we have taken arise from this name. That's why it is important. So here source is propion, which is nothing but the first fat. Okay, which is nothing but what? First fat. Similarly, increase the carbon atom, we will get what? CH3, CH2, CH2, CO2H. Okay, it is the N, or simply N butyric acid. So what happened here? Butter. It is found in butter, that's why N butyric acid. Actually, the word is there, butyrum. What is the word? Butyrum, which is nothing but your butter. Next, having 5 carbon atoms, CH3 1 2. Okay, so directly I am writing like this. Total how many? Okay, so what is this? N valeric acid. Okay, so what is N valeric acid? It is simply a valerum, that is nothing but what? Perennial plant, obtained from perennial plant. So this is the thing which you have to remember permanently, no doubt. Again one more acid is there. If I go for the next acid, CH3 CH2Y4, it will be, okay, it will be N caproic acid. N caproic acid. So capper means what? Goat. I write here, capper means what? Capper. You know goat very well. Okay, so etc are the sources. These are the sources from which these acids are obtained, and based on that we have named them. Okay, formic acid, acetic acid, propionic acid, and butyric acid, and valeric acid, and caproic acid. So very interesting thing these are. You will get this idea from the textbook also, no doubt. So you have to remember. Okay, after that we will see some rules in common name system also while writing the name of miscellaneous carboxylic acid. Okay, for example, see here, this is your carboxylic acid, which is always present at the terminal position, at the end position. Suppose this is the carbon, 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 carbon. Then their determination is like that. This is the alpha, it is the beta, it is the gamma, and it is the delta carbon atom. Okay, for example, remember one thing, whatever nomenclature we are going to find out right now, that is the common name system. We are seeing the common name system. For example, now we know one carbon containing carboxylic acid is what? Formic acid. Two carbon containing carboxylic acid is the acetic acid. Three carbon containing carboxylic acid is the propionic acid. Okay, so similarly like that and on. So what happened? See here, very interesting. CH3 CHCOOH, and here again CH3. Okay, so if we want to write the common name, so two common names are possible here. Which one? Everybody see here. Now attachment is there, branch is there. So we know the carbon atom which is directly attached to the carboxylic carbon atom is the alpha carbon atom. Therefore the common name of this acid will be alpha methyl. Exactly, alpha methyl. Matter of this branch over. Now consider the straight chain. How many carbons are there? 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Therefore alpha methyl propionic acid, like this. Okay, another possible common name. Total number of carbon atoms are 1 2 3 4. It is appeared as a isoposition, right? Isoposition. Therefore it is called what? Isobutyric. Isobutyric acid. So both are correct. Okay, so in this way you have to write the common name. In this way you have to write what? Common name. So many more acids are there. Again see here, if we write CH2 double bond CHCOOH, it has historical name, common name. What is that? Acrylic acid. Acrylic acid. Such type of acids are there. Now let's turn to the let's go to the aromatic acid. See here what happened. Okay, no doubt COOH. What is this? Everybody know, we have seen that. Benzoic acid, very popular acid. Okay, benzoic acid. If now let's go for the second nomenclature system. What is that? IUPAC nomenclature system. So listen carefully. We will not take much more example. We will see some important and exam point of view valuable examples here. So what happened while writing the IUPAC name of carboxylic acid? Okay, first initially let's go for the alkane. Alkane. So how? See here, E of alkane is replaced by word OIC acid. Listen carefully, what did I say? E of alkane is replaced by which word? OIC space acid. Therefore it will become what? Alkanoic acid. Alkanoic acid. So is it easy? Extremely easy. So everybody see here, HCOOH. Common name formic acid. IUPAC name, yes, it is one carbon system, therefore methane. Therefore it is methane. E replaced by word oic acid. Next, CH3, COOH. Ethane, two carbon containing, therefore it will be what? Ethanoic acid. Okay. Similarly, you can write for all. Okay. I assume you know very well. So let us write this CH3, CH2 by 3, COOH. Okay. What is this? 1, 2, and 5. It will be pentanoic acid. Whatever acid we are writing, all are the monocarboxylic acid, because we know the classification aliphatic carboxylic acid. The classification of aliphatic carboxylic acid is dependent on the total number of carboxylic group available in that molecule. Okay, so methanoic acid, ethanoic acid, propanoic acid, butanoic acid, pentanoic acid, hexanoic acid, heptanoic acid, octanoic acid, etc. Okay, now let us have some different type of example. Okay, now see here, COOH. What is this? Oxalic acid. What is this? Oxalic acid. How to write the IUPAC name? How many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there. Therefore, see here, ethane. Now do not replace E being 2, just like in alcohol case. When we apply ditri, then E must be written. In the same way, here E should be written. Okay, so ethane, position 1 and 2. You can write or you can't, because this position is fixed. 1, 2, dioic acid. Common name oxalic acid and IUPAC name ethane dioic acid. Okay, next, okay. Okay, what is this? Common name is the malonic acid. IUPAC name similar to that, yes. Propane 1,3 dioic acid. Okay, if we add extra CH2 group here, it will become succinic acid. IUPAC name butane, position 1, 4 dioic acid. If I increase one more carbon atom, one more methylene group, it will become what? Glutaric acid. These are the common name. Okay, here, yes, butane ke baad it will be pentane, and position is now 1,5 dioic acid. If I increase another methylene group, another carbon atom, it will be, yes, adipic acid. Okay, this is the case of adipic acid. So it will be what? Instead of pentane, there will be a hexane, and here 1,6 dioic acid. So it is here the nomenclature, common as well as I am taking common and IUPAC side by side. Okay, next, let's go for some aromatic acid, right? See here, IUPAC name, IUPAC. Okay, so everybody see here, what is this? Benzene. If I go for COOH, everybody know what is common name before that? Benzaldehyde. Benzaldehyde is the common name. Similarly, IUPAC grant benzaldehyde. Sorry. Benzoic acid. What is the common name? Benzoic acid is the common name. But along with common name as benzoic acid, IUPAC grant. It is the fundamental example. That's why I am taking an explanation. Okay. IUPAC grant benzoic acid also as a IUPAC name. Therefore, it's possible IUPAC name is also benzoic acid. Okay. Another possible IUPAC name for this, yes, it is simply benzene carboxylic acid. Will you remember? Yes, benzene carboxylic acid. Next example, okay. COOH. COOH. What is the common name? Yes, we have seen that. What is the common name? Phthalic acid. Do not forget. Phthalic acid. What is the IUPAC name? Yes, benzene hyphen 1 2 di. What is this? Dicarboxylic acid. Remember? Yes. Okay. So be clear. Next. Okay. What is this? Miscellaneous case. Cyclopentane carboxylic acid. Don't write like this, okay? These are the abbreviations. You have to write the full name. Cyclopentane carboxylic acid. Okay. Next, some bifunctional cases like this. OH, COOH. What is the common name? Salicylic acid. What is the IUPAC name? Number 1, number 2. 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. So in this way we can take a lot of examples. Again, one more example is there. Everybody see. CH3, CH, COOH. This is the very popular case having common name. Lactic acid. What is the name? Lactic acid. What is the IUPAC name? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay. What is this? 2-hydroxy. IUPAC name 2-hydroxy propionic acid. Got it? 2-hydroxy propionic acid. Now, it is here are the nomenclature for the carboxylic acid. I hope you got the idea, and you can suggest a lot of examples there for practice purpose. You can open the textbook, you can see any other sources where you can get multiple examples of the carboxylic acid, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, for the practice purpose. Okay, so I hope you get the fundamental idea how to write the nomenclature. Okay, so without wasting moment, directly we go for the methods of preparation of the carboxylic acid. Again, remember here we are directly taking the methods of preparation of carboxylic acid. After that, in this video and in the next video, we will take the methods of preparation of aldehyde and ketone which are pending from the first video. Okay, so being current topic, let's directly go about the carboxylic acid, preparation of carboxylic acid. So methods of preparation of carboxylic acids are very, very important. See here, what is the next topic? We are going to study what? Carboxylic acid. In that, methods of preparation, or you can simply say methods of synthesis. First one, which is very popular and primary and basic. What is that? Everybody see here. By oxidation of alcohol. By oxidation of alcohol. So I think this process, this method we should not take here, because already this is repeated. But as a part of practice, as a part of syllabus, not practice, as a part of syllabus, I will take one example here. Okay, for example, everybody see here, by oxidation of alcohol. Now, what is the general reaction? General reaction. So listen here everybody, how will you prepare carboxylic acid from the alcohol? Okay, it is not a single step reaction, it is a double step reaction or simply two step reaction. Okay, see here what happened. RCH2OH RCH2OH, 1 degree alcohol, exactly 1 degree alcohol which undergo oxidation in the presence of oxidizing agent like potassium dichromate along with acid. This is the acid catalyzed reaction, that's why. Okay, so what happened? First it is converted into the corresponding aldehyde. Corresponding aldehyde means what? Having same number of carbon atom. Okay, if here 2 carbon, then in product we will get 2 carbon. So what is this corresponding aldehyde which further undergo oxidation in the presence of same oxidizing agent? What is that? K2 Cr2O7 and dilute H2SO4, and we will get here corresponding carboxylic acid. So this is the actual reaction. Okay, so see here. Here we will take, let us see what we get. What is this? 1,2-ethyl alcohol. Exactly. Corresponding aldehyde CH3CHO. What is the name? Acetaldehyde. Corresponding carboxylic acid CH3COOH. You know very well the name of this compound, just we have seen it. Okay, so everything is corresponding means we will here in this reaction the number of carbon will not be changed. Okay, so especially in case of primary number of carbon will not be changed. Okay, so everybody see here. So in this way we can prepare this one. Now you can take any example. Let us have some different example. If we want to prepare, see here, phenyl acetic acid. Now this thing we have to understand here, because if we understand proper method, then we can write 1,000 of reaction. So memorization of every reaction is not important. What is important? We must know the basic. How can we write the reaction? Okay, suppose by this method we have to prepare phenyl acetic acid. Now first we will see how will we prepare phenyl acetic acid from the alcohol. So we know the product. What is the product here? Phenyl acetic acid. But what can be the starting material? Okay, so listen here. First try to draw the structure of product on the rough paper. What is that? Phenyl acetic acid. So let us write acetic acid, CH3COOH. It is acetic acid, not a phenyl acetic acid. Therefore, here we add phenyl group. Therefore, remove one hydrogen, it will become like this. So this product we want to prepare from alcohol. Obviously, now decide the reactant. So you should be able to find out the reactant starting material right from the product. So everybody see here what will happen. I am writing the product from that. Okay. CH2OH. Arrow. Right here whatever formality is there. K2Cr2O7 and dilute H2SO4 triangle. Got it? So in this way you can prepare any carboxylic acid, monocarboxylic acid, by using oxidation of alcohol. First it will give you phenyl acetaldehyde. Yes or no? As usual, two-step reaction. Na? First it will give you what? It will give you what? Phenyl CH2 and acetaldehyde. After that, apply same condition. You will get the desired product. Okay. So in this way, by oxidation of alcohol, you can prepare the carboxylic acids. Okay. So please, if you still have query, you can mention them in the comments. I will solve them later. Okay. Second methods of preparation. See here. Second methods of preparation. By alkaline. See here, hydrolysis of nitrile. Nitrile. So nitrile is guessed here. We haven't explained nitrilate. Okay. So what is the title? By alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile. Alkaline hydrolysis means what? Alkaline hydrolysis means what? Hydrolysis means simply a breaking. If we want to break nitrile here in order to prepare carboxylic acid by using what? Alkali. Such a type of reactions are called what? Alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile. So here we can use alkali. Okay, which alkali? Let us write the general reaction first directly. See here, nitrile. Nitrile means what? Optional name, cyanide. Okay, the structure is like this. See here, R C N. You can write in another way, R C triple bond, and what is this? Alkyl cyanide, or IUPAC name. So everybody see here, simple reaction is there. NaOH plus H2 giving what happened, everybody see here, RCOONA plus NH3 liberated. First step. Okay, step 1. Now what happened in step 2? What is this? Actually this is the salt, sodium carboxylate. Sodium here it is alkanoate. We don't know which acid is there. Okay, so this carboxylic salt RCOO minus Na react with acid like this. There is a formation of corresponding carboxylic acid. Okay, this sodium will be joined with Cl and we will get what? NaCl. This is your carboxylic acid. Okay, now let us write one example. See here, how will you prepare? Listen question side by side. How will you prepare acetic acid? By alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile. Now here what is important? Important thing is that how to select starting material. Starting material means reactant for the preparation of acetic acid. Okay, so we know acetic acid. What is acetic acid? See here, CH3COH. I am actually want to explain you how to decide the starting material so that you can write every reaction. Okay, so here we want to prepare acetic acid, therefore we have to select such a nitrile, such a cyanide which do contain how many carbon atom? 1 and 2 carbon atom. So 2 carbon containing nitrile must be what? CH3 C triple bond N. Automatically we can write this product, sorry, reactant. Exactly. What is the name? It has two names, methyl cyanide. See here, if you want to mention word cyanide, then write the name of alkyl group like this, methyl cyanide, common name. IUPAC name, 2 carbon is there, therefore which alkane? Ethane nitrile. Okay, ethane nitrile plus NaOH plus HCl. It will give you corresponding carboxylic acid. What is that? CH3 C here, CH3COO minus Na plus. Whenever plus minus it is salt, plus ammonia gas is liberated. That's why upward arrow. You can write like this or simply, or see here everybody, I can write the same structure like this, CH3 C double bond O minus Na plus. You can still write like that. Okay, what is this? Sodium. Salt of which carboxylic acid? Acetic acid. 2 carbon is there, na? Therefore sodium acetate or sodium ethanoate. In ester you have to write such a words. Okay, suppose there is one carbon system, sodium formate, sodium methanoate, two carbon system, sodium acetate, sodium ethanoate. Suppose there are three carbon atoms, then sodium propionate, sodium propanoate, like that. Okay, so step 1. Step 2, take that molecule here, salt CH3 COO minus Na plus. Of course you have to react this salt with the acid, so that you will get what? Desired product. What is that? CH3 COOH plus HCl, sorry, NaCl. I hope what is this? You understand this reaction? We got the desired product, acetic acid. Okay. Now, by this method, if we want to prepare benzoic acid, okay, if we want to prepare benzoic acid, then what will happen? See here. Or by this method, if we want to prepare phenylacetic acid, should we try? It is very entertaining. Okay, what I am saying, by alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile or cyanide, we want to prepare what? Phenylacetic acid. I mean to say this one. Now everybody see here, where is benzene ring? Where is phenyl group? This pH. This pH is nothing but, okay, you can write like this. You can write C6H5 instead of that, still it is phenyl, or simply you can write pH, still it is okay. Okay, so you must know the alteration. So finally, let us write such a structure. It appears good for viewers. Okay, phenylacetic acid. Then see here, I know the product, but I don't know the reactant. Then how to select? How to prepare the? See here, we have to sometimes we have to move in the reverse direction. We have to prepare this from cyanide. Then what is the corresponding reactant, corresponding starting material? Let's write. Okay, matter solved. Do not bother about the name. Do not bother about the name. What we want to convert simply this cyanide group into the COOH group. That is the basic technique, fundamental technique to learn the chemical reaction. Okay. Now you have to just complete the formality. Okay. Fine. I hope you got the idea about the alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile or cyanide. Now, next method. Instead of alkaline, you can write here acid hydrolysis of nitrile. Aim is same, target is same, only path change, only track change, only route change. In previous point, I said by alkaline hydrolysis of nitrile. Right now, I will say by acid hydrolysis of nitriles. Okay. So I think like second we will not invest much more time in the third. Directly I write the general reaction. Okay. So see here, RC triple bond, and what is this? Alkene cyanide, alkene nitrile plus HCl. Now in the last reaction there was sodium hydroxide, which is alkali, but now we want what? Here we want by acid hydrolysis of nitrile. Therefore we are taking HCl along with water molecule. Let us have two molecule of water. Okay, arrow. You can write like this or you can write like this, no doubt, according to space. What happened here? Okay, let's go for the reaction. We know very well. We know the product. What is the product? Convert Cn into COH. Magic. What is magic? See here. Just convert this Cn group into the COOH, irrespective of the path, irrespective of the conclusion born in your mind. Now let us go for the formality. What will happen? NH4Cl, ammonium chloride, ammonium chloride corresponding acid. Shall we go for one reaction? Of course, we will go for one reaction. See the reactions. What is that reaction? Everybody see. We will prepare here formic acid. Can we? Yes, we can. Take I hope everybody know this name. Okay, what is this? Methane, nitrile. Whenever nitrile is there, IUPAC name. What is the common name? Hydrogen cyanide. Okay, hydrogen cyanide plus HCl plus twice H2. Don't see here one carbon is there, right? Acid having one carbon atom. What is that? No doubt it is the Fa. Fa means what? Formic acid. Byproduct, which is not so important, but for balancing point of view, you must write ammonium chloride. Formic acid we get here. What is the problem? Okay, so in this way we can write by acid hydrolysis of nitrile also. Next, number 4. I don't remember exactly whether it is in your syllabus or not, but from acetamide we can prepare also carboxylic acid. Acetamide. Okay, new functional group RCONH2. Acid-amide. Okay, so its name is acetamide. If I write here one hydrogen, it is the amide of formic acid, therefore its name will be formamide. If I write here CH3, amide of acetic acid, it will be acidamide, amide of acetic acid. So it will be acetamide. Okay. So let it be. You can write here. If you write here benzene, I mean phenyl group, it will become benzenamide. So what is the reaction? Simple reaction is there, H2O, acid. Okay. Product. Don't bother about the product. We know what we have to write. Simply convert this group into the host. That is the matter. So it will become what? Isn't it? Yes or no? Plus ammonium chloride. What is this? Benzoic acid. So you can change reactant, you will get changed product according to the desire. Okay. Next. Fifth, from acid chloride or simply acyl chloride. So you must remember the functional group, especially of the titles. Okay, acid chloride means how to write acid chloride. See here, RCOOH. What is this? Carboxylic acid. See carefully. It is the carboxylic acid. Replace OH group with the Cl. It will become what? Acid chloride. Okay. Now 1H. It will become formyl chloride. If I write CH3, acetic acid type example, na? Therefore it will become acetyl chloride. So you can increase the carbon chain and you can change the name. Okay. Now everybody see here how to convert acid chloride into the carboxylic acid. General reaction. RCOCl plus H2O. What a simple reaction. Okay. RCOOH plus HCl. That's it. Change the value of R according to your pattern, according to your question. Okay, should I write? No, there is no necessity to write the reaction. Still we can go for one example. What is this? What is this? Acetyl chloride, right here, CH3, acetic acid. Okay, next. Next, from acid anhydride, complicated example. So how to write acid anhydride? Just see here. R C double bond OOH. Okay, this is your carboxylic acid. Replace this H and reverse this side. This side you have to reverse. It will be like this. Okay, what is this? This is your acid anhydride. Now, in abbreviated form, in condensed form, you can write same example. See here. Repeated. Therefore, RCO by 2. And here O. RCO by 2O. So RCO, we know there is double bond between C and O because it is carbonyl compound. Therefore, you can again write simply RCO by 2O. Okay. So this is your acid anhydride. I hope you got it. According to acid, type of acid, it is the anhydride of formic acid, anhydride of acetic acid, so and so and so. See here. RCO, O, CO, R. If I write H here, which acid is this? Formic acid. Therefore, anhydride of formic acid. If I write CH3, CH3, anhydride of acetic acid, like that. So let us convert this particular acetic anhydride into the acid. What will happen? Plus H2O. We will get 2 molecules of 1, 2 corresponding CH3COOH. What is this? Acetic acid. So in this way we can convert acid anhydride into the carboxylic acid. Next. From ester. Okay. In ester what happened? See here. RC double bond OH. Carboxylic acid. Remove this hydrogen with the another alkyl group. It becomes ester. See here. In the same title we are studying, we are learning a new type of functional groups. Okay. What did I say? Previously it was H, carboxylic acid, no? If we replace this hydrogen with R, it will become what? Ester. How to write the name of this? Okay. First write the name of this alkyl group here. Number 1. Later on, number 2. Alkyl. Alkyl. According to name, alkyanoate ester. For example, CH3, here CH3. What is the name of this alkyl group? Methyl. Okay. How many carbons are there? 1, 2. Alkyanoate. 2. Ethane. Therefore, it is ethanoate. Okay. So this is the nomenclature. Okay. So let us convert this into the carboxylic acid. What is the name? Methyl ethanoate. What is this? Methyl ethanoate. Okay, in the presence of dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, you will get here. See here. This part will convert into the H2O. Let us break it. It will become your desired acid, acetic acid plus CH3OH. In this way we have to write the product. Okay, so very simple reaction from ester. What happened when ester react with dilute sulfuric acid? Therefore automatically water will be there. Dilute means including water. You will get desired acid and alcohol molecule. Okay, so this type of reaction is there in which we can prepare carboxylic acid from the ester. Fine. After that, one question is there, application. Well known application. It can be application. How will you convert? Okay, how will you convert phenyl? Question is there, propianoate into propionic acid. I think this is the reaction printed in your textbook also. So phenyl propanoate. See here how to do, how to write. Everybody see here. Propanoate means write propionic acid first. CH3 CH2 COOH. Acid, what we want as a reactant, phenyl propanoate. So replace this with which group? Phenyl group. It becomes what? Phenyl propanoate plus sodium hydroxide. Okay. Here, what will happen? Just see here. CH3, CH2, okay, then C double bond O, O minus, Na plus. I think you know very well the name of this compound, salt, carboxylic salt. Already we have discussed that. Plus, here we will get, oh, what is this? Carbonic acid, that is what? Phenol. And what is this? Sodium, salt of which acid? Propionic acid. Therefore, sodium propionate. Sodium propionate. Got it? Therefore, step 1. Step 2. Or directly we can write here. Acid hydrolysis. Okay, acid hydrolysis simply, or simply take HCl here. Okay, you will get CH3, CH2, COOH plus NaCl. What is this? Propionic acid. Okay. Phenyl propanoate into propionic acid. Now, last method of preparation, very important. Just see here carefully. Last method of preparation of carboxylic acid. From Grignard reagent or from dry ice, or see the titles, see the variation in the title, carbonation of Grignard reagent. So what happened? Carbonation of Grignard reagent means what? Dry ice means what? So everybody see here. Here dry ice is nothing but the carbon dioxide molecule. We know this is the linear molecule. O double bond C double bond O. Yes or no? Linear molecule. When this carbon dioxide molecule is added to the Grignard reagent, what is Grignard reagent? Grignard reagent is nothing but the alkyl magnesium halide in the presence of which ether? dry ether, there is a formation of unstable product. Let us see what happened. Okay, this R is attached to this. Actually, this R is negative, and this MgX is the positive part. In the Grignard reagent, alkyl or aryl part is negative and MgX part is positive. So as R attack on this this carbon atom, what will happen? This will attach here. So already carbon is tetravalent. As soon as R attached to this carbon atom, one of the bonds shifted on the oxygen atom in the form of negative charge. So see here what happened. O double bond C, okay, O double bond C. Here incoming R from the Grignard reagent, okay, this bond shifted on this oxygen atom in the form of negative charge, therefore single bond. Okay, now this negative charge attract positive portion of the Grignard reagent. What is that? MgX, which is highly unstable. Which on acid hydrolysis gives you, see here, O double bond C R OH. It means addition of water in the presence of acid. Okay, so one H go here plus Mg, X is already there, H go here, this H go here, this OH go with the magnesium, which is divalent. What is this? What is this? RC double bond OH. Can I write like this? RCOH. Yes, it is the carboxylic acid. Take one example. Right here, methyl magnesium chloride. Okay, here, okay, here Cl, here, very easy, very easy. What is this? Acetic acid. Okay, you can write same reaction for any carboxylic acid. Okay, for example, if we want to prepare benzoic acid, okay, shall we try? Okay, let's go for the another reaction from the Grignard reagent or dry ice or carbonation of the Grignard reagent. Okay, what is our aim now? Our aim is to prepare benzoic acid. Okay, our aim is to prepare benzoic acid. Preparation of benzoic acid from dry ice. Now everybody see here, this is common. Now how to select, how to choose, how to isolate Grignard reagent, required Grignard reagent, MgBr, let us take. We want benzoic acid. Benzoic acid, what is the structure of benzoic acid? So in the Grignard reagent we want this part, therefore right here. Okay, what is the condition? Dry ether. Okay, O C O Mg Br. You can reverse the video and see this constancy. In last reaction there was methyl group, here phenyl. Done. How it is? Unstable, which undergo what? Acid hydrolysis. H plus stands for acid, water, acid and water. Therefore, here we will get what? See here. Plus MgOH Br. Did you identify this? Benzoic acid. Okay, benzoic acid. So in this way, the methods of preparation of carboxylic acid, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, is over. In next video, in next part, we will see the methods of preparation of aldehyde and ketone. And my dear students, my dear viewers, my colleagues, if you like the explanation, so please like the video. You can share among your friends and kindly subscribe my channel Milind Salote Educational Channel. Thank you.